Alright. Did you miss me, PC? Did you miss me webcam above my monitor? Did you miss seeing my bed clean when I actually had it clean? There's a bed bowl back there, but never mind that, actually. So, anyways, also miss my mic, I guess. My Windiesel. This is actually going to be a podcast episode for probably the human game. We'll make this episode 13. And we're going to talk about balancing work and play if that's necessary. Okay, so the idea and concepts of negotiating between work and play is that the idea is you balance between them over time, so that you weigh for one over the other every once in a while. You never have a perfect balance, as all things never can be. But and that's a little controversial there, but that's I give advice from other people, psychologists included. That you balance between them, that they'll never be perfect perpetually or even at all perfectly. But you can have a way to have more work over play in one circumstance, and then later on you have more play than work, and then you keep going on that, just balancing at that. And that's still fun in a perpetual way. It's not even totally perpetual and boring at that point. There's something interesting about that aspect in itself. So, what you do is, I think, when I prioritize my happiness and my passions and stuff, I wasn't neglecting all my workloads and my ethics and all that. I was just making sure that I didn't overkill prioritize the workaholic stuff. That's just how I was. I was always someone who was very purist and perfectionistic and wanting things to be professional all the gosh damn time, and then never having to worry about anything else. And that was not a good way to live about that. But you're gonna want to not do that. Honestly, you need to make sure that you have a kind of a sentimental balance of those things. You don't have to just literally be a hedonistic nihilist and not give a shit about anything, but you want to not be someone who's not like so off their game of their, maybe even in terms of purpose and mission. That helps some people figure these things out. You want to have some drive and interest for yourself to know that you're doing these things so you love yourself if there are some work involved, but that you never get to relax is not the point. It's not even it's certainly could be an illusion, even if that's not the point either. But make sure that what you're doing, there's something backing it up that doesn't have to neither be devolved into passion or effort. It's just something that you happen to make relevant to yourself at that point. So even if you wanted to enjoy it, or if you wanted to make it productive, it could be those things, but you're actually at least there for a reason. And usually you're brought there for a reason anyways, but you don't have to worry about those things if you are. Balancing work and play is not supposed to be a myth, but being overkill work or overkill play is kind of overkill enough of a way of its own to be doing that kind of thing. You don't want to only be overkill of either of these things. Even if balance isn't always key, it doesn't have to be.